सो हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस आ गए कुछ स्ट्रीम के साथ गेंशन की। एंड स्वागत है आप सबका एक और स्ट्रीम में। एंड गाइस मेक श्योर हिट द सब्सक्राइब बटन इफ़ यू आर न्यू इन दिस चैनल। ठीक है गाइस, चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। सबसे पहले कमीशन करेंगे, देन आगे की स्टार्ट करते हैं। ठीक है गाइस, चलिए।
I hope we find long-lost ancient literature. Ring cutter! Body and mind.
What's the hurry? Cool it! Dodge this! Cool it! Freeze! Ha.
फ्रांस वाइटी, हेलो ब्रो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। और कैसा है भाई?
Confess!
मैट्स का है, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ब्रो। फ्रांस वाइटी बढ़िया, तुम बताओ? हम भी बढ़िया भाई, तुम बढ़िया तो हम भी बढ़िया। और मैट्स का सर दिखते नहीं हो आजकल, कहाँ ही गए वो? एग्जाम्स है ना, कोई बात नहीं। ज़िंदगी में से दुख भरी चीज़ आती रहती है भाई। पढ़ने चला, हाँ भाई देख रहे हो, ठीक है भाई चल जा। आओ ठीक है, बाय बाय, कल से पढ़ ले भाई, पढ़ ले।
Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Fracture! Can't fool me! Dodge this!
Witness the power of Gugwa! Know my sword! Written in the stars! Delved into destiny!
Freeze! Dodge this! Confess! Cool it!
बिग बिग फैन सर। अरे अरे अरे, स्टार की लाइव स्टार की वेलकम स्ट्रीम पर है भाई। स्टार सर भी स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं, उनके साथ खेलोगे गेंशिन? आ रही, चलो खेल लेते। आपका आभार सर। आओ, मैं तेरे वर्ल्ड में हूँ कि तुम आओगे मेरे वर्ल्ड में भाई, बताओ ये। RTK माही गेमिंग, हेलो ब्रो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। हाँ भाई, क्या मिला है? और बताओ भाई कैसे हो?
Let me weave you a verse.
Wait guys,
Don't get frostbite.
Rain outlines your fate.
Dodge this.
Fate is upon you.
पिज़्ज़ारो सर, अरे भाई वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। भाई कैसा है? आजकल बातचीत करना बंद कर दिया भाई तू तो। बताओ भाई, ऐसा ना करो यार हमारे साथ, हमसे बातचीत नहीं करते हो भाई। मस्त, हाँ भाई बढ़िया।
Scry the sky.
एंटायर गेम्स, हेलो ब्रो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। और बताओ भाई कैसे हो? चलो भाई ये ख़त्म हुआ। क्या बोल रहा है? तू ही आजा, वीसी आजा पहले। विशाल सिंह, हेलो ब्रो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। और बताओ क्या हालचाल ब्रो? चलो गाइस कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं अपने ने जो कमीशन मिशन किया, ठीक है।
Add Astra at. Thank you for. Add Astra.
के सिंह, हेलो ब्रो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ब्रो। और बताओ भाई क्या हालचाल? लिया गाइस। अपने पास कितने प्रीमोस रह गए? 166। ओके, एक और आ जाएगी विश। रीडिंग के लिए जमा कर लेते भाई। 728 सब्सक्राइब। ओपी 728। ओह 20 लाइक्स। ओपी, थैंक यू सो मच गाइस। कितने विशेष हो गए अपने पास? 6 विशेष। ठीक है चलो भाई, कोई नहीं, इसके उस वर्ल्ड में चलते हैं। भाई रिक्वेस्ट ले ले। भाई रिक्वेस्ट तो ले। लो ब्रो 3 सब्सक्राइब मैंने और कर दिया आपको। थैंक यू सो मच ब्रो। माही गेमिंग आरटी के थैंक यू सो मच ब्रो फॉर योर सपोर्ट एंड योर लव। भाई क्या कर रहा है ये? रिक्वेस्ट तो ले ले भाई। बताओ, पहले खुद बुलाता है फिर खुद ही करता है।
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
भाई चीटिंग कर रहा है ये। कोई नहीं, चलो अपने ये हो गया है, ये भी हो गया है थर्ड। ठीक है, सेकंड वाला करते हैं। ये हो चुका है, ये हो चुका है, ये एक बाकी है नहीं ना। फर्स्ट में पूरा कंप्लीट था। क्या है इसमें कंप्लीटनेस अच्छी है। चलो ये कर लेते हैं। ये इवेंट जल्दी से ख़त्म करते हैं गाइस।
Why am I even here? What's the...
Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima... The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Huh. But he's been here. Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And still, over the years, how could I have... Love? Regret? No. After all, it's as if she'd never been in my life. Although, when I think about it like that, how curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember? Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing... Seems it's just... That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him. What? According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
My family makes ornate umbrellas that block neither rain nor shine. Their sole purpose is for decoration upon a wall.
taking me out? You're in for a little shock.
Bring it on! Cool it! Freeze! Fracture! Cyclone! Cool it! You win!
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food! We demand an explanation!
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions!
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential! Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai!
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you?
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency... In the past, he's keeping the provisions for...
No one seems to... It's no wonder...
This must be one of the... Maybe we should talk to Kurs.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I... My own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that And...
Does it have to do with the...
I didn't take any. Like I said, to top it all, if you don't believe...
Huh. But we should be able...
We really outdid all those samurai houses packed with goods.
You haven't seen anything yet. Today's just the beginning.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
I got careless. Oh, so sorry.
Let me scribe.
Dodge this.
The wrong test subject.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. Well, come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place, I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it, but now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our...
You've got a deal! Now show us what's in the box!
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in here but a...
Yeah, a lot of them too! And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths...
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves...
Shut it.
Z Barricade. So what are we doing here? क्या ही बोलूँ भाई, दिख रहा है कि गेम खेल रहा हूँ तो भी actually bro, I playing the game which name is Genshin Impact. Okay.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Or perhaps there's something you want to... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay...
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super...
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOU.
So that's how he was getting those emergency... But why did he have to purchase a usual amount?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it...
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions and no one ever appreciated what he did.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, Had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supply, of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, if you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name.
Sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from... In hindsight, I regret that I never made... Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answer... Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle to...
But we didn't buy it!
Information is also a kind of... Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions were coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has... Let's go talk to Kurosawa again. What are you doing here all by yourself?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using... Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing...
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still... Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was something. This sword was once wielded by... I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. And said to me, with this sword...
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that... But what use are virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the...
What's her call?
Is it just me?
She's still okay?
There are more outlanders now. Don't worry. It's cold. The essence of Kamenoma art is to have the patience.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous... Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him.
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place...
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while... Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got...
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't... Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a... Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He says the strangest things. Oh, Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked but if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll...
The Grand Narukami Shrine?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty... Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be... The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back...
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness since just now, when Nanako was attending to him. She heard him when she asked him who the people were. He suddenly looked panic-stricken. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. Others we didn't recognize. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the ritual has now begun. All we can... Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. We won't let them get away with it. Come on! Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sight!
How did you... Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? What?
Anzai. Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation, but Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster barely days into his... I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the...
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred... Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei, too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately, that match used up every last ounce of... After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade, So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism...
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's...
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe...
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit, but spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare... And all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's what...
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei. But Lady Yai can give a conclusive...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi. But I must ask, should we...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady...
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with... Anyway, you should join us too. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of...
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two.
It's all coming out now.
try again.
Do you think that's Lady Yi? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. Also, is it... it was probably nothing.
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now.
Lady Yi, it must be a possession. This is nothing like him at all. In the past...
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not...
But... Then does that mean...
Yes. This is unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under. He suffers as one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately again. As for what has triggered this...
Stripped of his ambition?
Your school stillness of mind. There was once... one who claimed to... Then...
Lady Yi,
It requires one to take only a deep... when that ambition disappears.
Poor sensei.
I'm sorry. It's all my father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Anzai? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Anzai, why are there two of you? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come.
You're right to assume that my feet... It's been so long now that I don't think most of... Now I know that... But that is no reason...
But what if one day I put everything I had into... If there's a chance...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, I can't know when I want to keep going.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually...
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to... So, you are not in the...
I'm sorry to have... I no longer have... But as your sense, this is my promise.
You can count on... But, well...
So even though his ambition was taken away...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries... For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Yi seems to have taken a real She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
May the blossoms of the sacred
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
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 Traveler, Paimon, It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it's... Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are thunder's roar, lightning's flash, the wind's assault, and the rain's descent. All these things take place with but I believe that surely you understand what they... It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. You will? Really? Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential...
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato... Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission...
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something... It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no... After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless...
Resistance? You mean like an...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya. To say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island, due to their different... But I do wonder whether there may... Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the shogun's decisions. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the shogun's sudden decision.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunter?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount...
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can—
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions.
Darn! So they found out about it?
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution. Exactly. I feel the same way. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fire.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold. Psst! Hey! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on! This way! What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh! Quiet! Just sit tight and watch for a moment. Hey! This isn't right, you know! Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble! Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision! Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it. Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks...
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too...
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. But if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get... So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a firework.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides... So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh?
Time to break him out.
Naganohara's fireworks are the best in Inazuma.
May knowledge guide you.
Leave it to me. Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot...
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't want... We should split up. I've got a little present to...
You sure? All right then.
Yes,
Freeze!
No, my sword!
I must withdraw.
Talk about a big door. It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Show me what you've got! I gotta get moving! Right there!
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Guga. Body and mind.
I must withdraw. Get frostbite. I must withdraw. What's the... I need to train harder. Battle formation!
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Bring it on! I must withdraw. Freeze! Soldiers, quick! Confess! Reverse! Watch us be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Ring cutter.
Show me what the... Set blow! I must withdraw. Fracture! I've been tested. You cannot match my bravery! Strike first! push your luck.
Don't hold back!
Freeze!
Train harder.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Brace yourself. A lesson. I dare you!
No, my sword!
Show me what you've got! Confess my foot!
Frostbite. Dodge this.
Show me what you've got!
Withdraw.
Time to
Show
act.
me what you've got!
Freeze.
Show me what you've got!
No escape!
Dodge this. Cyclone! Bring it on!
Show me what you've got!
Freeze.
I need to train harder. Allow me to strike first.
Cool it.
Clear cut!
This is no job for a detective.
Don't hold back! I've been tested.
must be Master Mas-
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool Locking you up was just... No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torture!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then...
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am. We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the...
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulation.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals. I was particularly proud of this batch.
Whoa!
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Zongli D. Hey bro, welcome to the stream. New, yeah bro, I'm new.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right...
Well...
Leave this place.
We're finally out of that...
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryo Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
It is as the stars foretold.
There's something...
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for it, and the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations,
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of hot. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time... Let's see what we've got here. Fresh fish fillets, shrimp, nice! You can't go wrong with these. Paimon can't wait. Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
You can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. that doesn't...
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup flavor wasn't quite the same even with a traveler's normal ingredients. I still couldn't guess any of them correctly.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own. I think my luck... So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner...
Oh, bruh.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda...
Yes. If the Tenryou Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, and with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House, and downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you—
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some... Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon! Hold on!
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to request your assistance, but you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or the Kamisato...
Individual request?
Correct. It concerns... This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, a few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found it. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention...
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast... So... I am very curious about this mysterious individual. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want? Do you need us to find her?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts. Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people.
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before!
Wonderful! In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around.
Oh, we don't mind! We don't mind at all!
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Oh,
alright, sounds great!
This ring has magical powers to heal your body and soul.
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere.
No, what made you think that? Each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge. So, while festivals are... Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at...
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion? Well, let's take a look inside then.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato, with guests from overseas.
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment.
Oh, Ayaka came prepared?
Let me see. This could... Oh, it's a very fine... Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a kimono for...
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Olgra textiles and kimonos for your tail. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. The majority of Inazuma... As you well know, Inazuma is... In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high... But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fab...
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk first?
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade...
You could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. The only thing is their prices. They're not the cheapest. In time...
So even just getting clothes made isn't Wait! The International Trade Association?
It looks like that will be our next... Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired... Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small...
Why is she being so secretive?
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end.
That's Traveler Paimon? Let's try our luck at the internet... This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around. Look! There he is!
Looks like we found him. Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh! You're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan.
Better than you, it
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you. Thanks again for your help last time. The association is back in business.
That's great, but, why were you...
Well, you see, it's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association's...
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. The vagrants swiped the whole batch, then Well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants.
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational methods.
My apologies. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt after all.
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity.
Of course, I would never.
Huh?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and work I do so not without reservation, so I hope that you will treat this matter as confidential. That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm afraid that I won't always be able to given your position and that of the International Trade Association. Please try to exercise more caution in the future.
We will. But, are you sure this isn't gonna cause any issue? What if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it? You're a...
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's spine!
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft, and any-
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now, over at the,
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime. The investigations.
All right, off we go!
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground! What are those?
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead!
It's all coming out now.
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch?
Why, you better...
Why wouldn't I, old man? Answer me this. You trade association types are worms. Coming over to our land, leeching off our people. Who's gonna leap to your defense, huh? Look at that. No response. Face it. This is Inazuma. You've got no ties here. You're at the bottom of the pile.
You are despicable.
Hey! I just had an idea. Since you came all this way...
Business?
Pay up. And you can take your fabric back. Sound good? If you ask me.
You're just a big bully!
Wait, Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay any-
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed,
Oh, yes, of course!
Then please stand well back where it is safe.
My approach! Business!
So rude!
You fairy!
Want a taste of my
Whirling snow!
To the fairy.
Well, that's resolved then.
No, please, It was nothing.
Miss Kamisato! Traveler! Are you hurt?
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time to take anything with them. I believe...
Thank you.
You'd best do a count.
6, 8, 10... Yep.
Great! Now we can finally buy some silk.
Buy silk? You mean you need some of the silk?
This was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Even if it were just a few carrots or cabbages, Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky. If we arrived...
I honestly can't thank you all enough. Please, say no more. You need silk? I'll pick out a piece...
Thank you, good sir. How much...
Oh, it's free of charge. I could never ask you to pay after...
No, that will never do. Things cost what they cost. Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with. And as Paimon explained, my help was unconditional. There is nothing to feel distressed about, because nothing...
Thank you, I don't think I could ever repay you. You have...
Very well. And thank you for the silk, Mr. Kurisu.
See you then! Bye! Safe journey home!
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
But how come those vagrants didn't seem to know who you were? They must move in completely different...
Perhaps. Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize me. The fewer people who know what happened today, the...
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone like...
Your praise is quite unwarranted. I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be considered just. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Right. Let's head back to Ogura Textiles and come up...
Okay!
Welcome back! So, any luck at the International Trade Association?
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news! So, apart from... I just need to go and take stock of our materials. It won't take me a moment.
They better all be there!
I do hope nothing else is missing. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning to it's just... I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing an Inazuma in its... Oh? Are you sure? Is that so? Impressive. So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a dress code, as well as a...
More like when you're away from home, you've gotta live by certain rules to survive. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits. Just what is that supposed to mean? They make them in whatever...
Your interactions are so adorable to watch. Well, something else I've been wondering is... How do people in other nations dress?
They sure do. Each nation has its own unique style.
The study of clothing is a profound... When clothing becomes part of the expression of one's personality, even in a... So I am not against dressing up.
Paimon agrees. You couldn't have put it any better.
Paimon, you're so adorable that you could wear anything and it would look lovely.
Wow! Paimon just got a compliment.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
Fortunately not. I have all the materials I need. As for the size...
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly.
Here you go.
Well, luckily, we don't have any other urgents at the moment, so I can begin work right away. Until then, I'm sure you'll find somewhere near.
Good idea. Let's check out the whole area.
There will be no loose ends while you're in my company. I already... For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a meal.
Food? Oh, Paimon likes this.
I picked the venue especially for you. A humble local eatery called Kiminami Restaurant. I thought that the relaxed atmosphere there... Shall we head up?
Yep. Paimon can't wait.
अरे लौंडे जैकी वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ब्रो, बड़े सालों बाद। हाँ भाई, किधर जा रहे हो? हाँ भाई, ये भाई चलाने आए क्या वंडर दिखा के? भाई ऐसा नहीं करते भाई, गलत है भाई, रो दूंगा मैं। हाँ भाई, किधर जाना है?
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Welcome to Netsuke no Gen Crafts. You can make things other than sculptures as well.
जैक सुसु करने गया यार। मरेश भाई वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम।
State your business here.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. Enter without good cause.
State your business here.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may enter without good cause.
Boring! The wind rises.
I wonder, when will I finally make a sergeant?
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may go in and out as they please.
State your business here.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
The Golden House is sacrosanct. None may go in and out as they please.
State your business here.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world.
Yeah!
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it.
Behold!
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy.
चलो गाइस, स्ट्रीम एंड करते हैं आज के लिए, बस इतना ही। ठीक है गाइस, क्योंकि चार्जिंग कम है। एंड मिलते हैं कल की स्ट्रीम पे। कल सुबह गेंशिन की स्ट्रीम करेंगे एक और। ठीक है गाइस, चलिए कल ही मिलते हैं। गुड नाइट ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस, थैंक यू सो मच जॉइनिंग द स्ट्रीम ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस। चलिए मिलते हैं कल की स्ट्रीम पे। ठीक है।
Doing detective work means you gotta